Hey, welcome to another Ozzstar's Fun Project. Today we're going to look at the HVAC climate control system on this 1993 Corvette. It's the C4 generation, went from 1984 up to 1996. If you're having a problem with the head unit where you go to adjust from cooling to heating, different vent positions, the unit might lock up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we're going to take it apart, we're going to get it fixed, and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so the problem on the climate control head here is I don't have full function. Actually a minute ago this was working. I was able to shut it off and go between these different settings. I was able to, well, the temperature just went up as you saw that, but I can't bring it back down. It's at 77, and now I'm able to adjust the fan speed up and down at this point, but there are times when you can't. So what I want to do is take the climate control head out and clean the contacts, and we'll see how. Alright, in order to get the console apart, I want to show how this is done. You open the center console door right here. There's going to be two 7mm bolts. One, you lift up this carpet, there's one down here and there's one right under here. So you remove those, open up your cup holder in the front up here. There is a 7mm bolt down in there. Take that out. That will allow you to put the gear selector all the way back here to first gear, and that way you can pull this plastic piece backwards towards this open door. What are you doing here, man? Oh boy, it's chaos again. there must be some problems. Anyway, pull this back. That'll allow you to get to the two bolts, one down in here, one down in here. Remove those, then come up top. There will be two screws you have to remove. They're Torx head T20s. There's one in here and there's one over in here. So that'll allow you to take out this vent, pull the vent out, and then there's going to be one more bolt for this plastic piece up here. Remove that. So now you have access to the control head, and there'll be two bolts, one on this side and one on this side, and I'll show you how that's done. So we'll get to the next step. Dude, please, we don't need any headaches. Here's an update. So got this piece out, console piece. The two screws that you're looking for to get the head unit out, one is here, and then you have one back behind here. So what you do is there's a screw up in this display unit. Take that out, and that'll allow you to push this piece over just a little bit. And if you peek in, right back in there, you can see that gold headed bolt. So we'll take those two and the unit should come right on out. Alright, two bolts are out, so screws are out. Pull the unit forward, and then you've got one harness on the back. Just squeeze down on this tab right here and wiggle the, I can't do it with one hand. Wiggle the harness off, we'll take it inside. The unit inside, I'm going to take out these five. There's one, two, down here, there's three, four, and I think this one has to come out too. Screws with a 3/16 1/4" drive socket. So I'll remove all these screws now and take it apart, and we'll get to the next step. Head unit is facing downwards. All the bolts, all the screws are out. I'm going to start wiggling this back and forth a little bit to get this apart. There it goes. So I've got it facing downwards like this. There's the inside. There's the pins here. We're going to clean these. And we've got one more screw back here underneath this foam piece, which I did not see. So let's get this out. There we go. Now the board can come out. Alright. So this is what we've got. These pins slide up into this area here where my thumb is. Flip it over. And what I'll do now is disconnect this ribbon. This is called a ribbon. We'll unplug this. A small screwdriver to separate this ribbon. It's being a little difficult. Gently. I don't want to bend any tabs or pins. There it goes. Very gently. There it is. Now it's apart. You can see where the pins are here. They're delicate. They're small. Hopefully you can see that right along here. Here's the ribbon connector. So now we've got the head unit apart. We've got the board apart. I'm going to look this over, see if I see anything unusual. Looking for some melted parts or capacitors that don't look good to the eye. The solder joints, you want to check out the solder joints. This looks okay. I'll set this aside now. And we've got the head unit here. So let's take this apart. There are two screws we need to remove. One here and one there. They're also 3/16. So let's take that apart with the head unit pointing down. Take these out. Notice how it goes together. I'm going to separate these. Gently prime back up on this board. And I'm going to lift this out. There's a gasket in here, a gray gasket. I'm just working that down. Pulling up. There you go. My finger was on it. Was kind of sticking to the board. If you can see that. Oops, you can't see that. Okay. Set that down. This goes this way. Like this. This goes right in here. There are little tabs that kind of lock this in. I don't think you can see them on the camera, but they kind of fit into place. Just take your time. Be patient. There are little pins, little plastic pins along here that this thing sits in. So we'll put that all back together in a minute. Now that the board's out, I'll clean the contact points with a pencil eraser. I'm not sure if you can see this, but this pink eraser is really clean. It might not be in focus, hard to tell. But all I'm going to do is gently set it on top of one of the contacts and twist back and forth, left and right, just kind of rolling it on there, gently rubbing that area. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but the tip is black. So I'll do that to all these contacts, and then I'll take a Q-tip with some isopropyl alcohol on it, very lightly clean the surface, and I'll do that all the way around. We'll get to the next step. Hope you're having fun. I know I am. Contacts clean. So now everything's reverse. We'll put it all back together. We'll put it in a car. We'll fire it up, and we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed, right? Got everything back in place. The console's all put together. Let's fire it up and see how it works. Okay, as you saw before, not all the controls were working, so let's see what we got now. Fan is kicking on. We got this, 0. We got fan speed here. Got control of the vents. All the buttons are functioning, so that's good. Let's see, auto. Let's try to change the temperature now. There we go. So that's up, that's down. Great. That's what we're looking for. Let's hit the recirculate. Terrific. That's what we were hoping for. Good deal. I can go all the way up to 10 now. And if you guys are having problems with the air conditioning unit, you can also go into diagnostic mode with these buttons. Look that up. This screen here will give you the codes, the error codes if you have any. So yeah, this is great. Everything's working good. That'll save a few bucks. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a pretty simple fix. Took me about an hour to take it out, repair it, and put it back together. Saved a lot of money. The dealership wants about $450 to $500. You can do it yourself. Just follow the video, take your time. If you have any comments, comment below. I appreciate it. Thumbs up, it's always good. And I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.